CL app, watching on K105 Digital Productions. That's Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, listening on SoundCloud, Spotify, all the different podcast options that we have. We've got all of the different ways. We hope that you are there joining us here on this Friday edition of the show. Coming up on the show, President Biden had his first address last night. We'll tell you about that. But COVID-19 numbers continue to go in the right direction. We'll update you on those. We'll obviously have an update on some of your food topics to end your week. And I think I need to have just a little bit of a talk with a long-lost family member that I didn't even know that I had. But this morning, that coming up in the second segment, we're gonna have to sit down and we're gonna have to just have a talk. But first, it's Friday, which only means one thing. Misty Thomas is our first co-host. Misty, Friday means one thing, right?
We're going to church.
And let's do it, right?
Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sing it for us.
Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, Fire and Brimstone, Mission Temple.
There we go. Perfect way to start the Friday, right?
I always like to go to church.
You ready for your Kanye West update?
Sure.
I know that. Is there any? There's no other reason you come into work every day, right?
It's
Than
what
to
it's
get your
you.
than
Yeah.
to get your Kanye West update.
Yep.
So did you know that Kanye has changed his phone number and is only talking to Kim through his security?
Okay.
He said even before Kim filed for a divorce, Kanye changed his numbers and said, "You can contact me through my security." Despite this, she trusts him around the kids. He loves them and is seeing a lot of the kids. She leaves the house and he arrives and hangs out with the kids. They have an army of nannies, so the transition is easy. So there is your Kanye update.
I would say if you started that before the divorce filing, that could be the reason there was a filing of divorce.
I think that's probably a safe assumption.
If Jason Thomas ever says, "Talk to me through my security," there will be a filing of divorce, right?
Who's his security guard? That's kind of what we need to know.
Yeah, I do too. Because the problem would be, I don't know who your security is, so who do I talk to?
Yes, exactly.
That's the problem.
And bringing in our second co-host for the day. Joining us on a Friday, which is weird. Usually, he only comes in on Tuesdays.
Right?
Dennis Cook.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
what's up?
Why? The name's Yukon Cornelius.
It's a long intro.
Oh yeah, we just gotta wait. We gotta hit that.
You're looking at a mighty
Okay.
humble bumble.
Okay, now we can have our conversation. How are you, Dennis?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, it's great. We're getting closer and closer to baseball season.
yeah,
So it's
is
great.
this not Tuesday? This is weird. I'm not
It is.
sure.
It's weird.
What's your board say behind you today, by the way?
It is. I'm not sure. We'll get a shot on my full screen at some sort. I did not make my board.
Oh.
So we should probably say that
You
that
did
I
not make the board.
I did not. I'm not
I'm sure you bought it somewhere.
creative enough. Oh no, I was the one that did purchase the board. Yes.
Okay,
But
cool.
no. So there's my
When
board
the
for today.
cat's away.
I don't know who the cat is. Dennis, I know that you are, in addition to being our chief culinary correspondent.
Yes.
Can we also give you the title of as our chief Crocs correspondent?
Oh, without a doubt. As a volunteer in this position, I will take any extra responsibility that I can have.
So have you
Very
seen
good.
the scene? Have
Very
you
good.
seen the Biebs' Crocs?
The who?
The Biebs, Justin Bieber. He is teasing a new Crocs collab with,
No.
I don't know who Drew House is, but Justin Bieber now has his new Crocs collection that he's probably going to be doing. And if you can see it,
They're lavender.
so is this
Wow.
going to be one of these things that they're going to be available for $69.99 and will be sold at select stores? And they go on sale on March the 16th. So that's Tuesday morning at 9 a.m.
Oh, right at Showtime Tuesday.
Yes.
You know when a star is fading out of the light when they take endorsements with
It
things
is
like
a
Crocs.
lavender
Yeah, I
clog
agree.
with gibbets
Who?
Jibs, the little things you
Yeah,
put in the
which
hose
he's
of the
got- he's
Crocs.
got in there.
Okay,
You
I
plug
don't-
the hose, yeah.
I don't
with the
do that.
likeness of classic Drew House characters, including a teddy bear, a rabbit, and more. I don't know who Drew House is.
I assume it's a cartoon.
I don't know. I might just be completely out of the. But
I've recognized Justin Bieber's name, but I don't know anyone else's
so
name.
it's a nay.
I need a.
We
yeah.
are not going to be seeing you next week.
No.
Rocking the.
I'll be in my solid blue Crocs and 2-wheel drive because everything's
spring.
just fine right now. It's
You don't have to go into
springtime.
4-wheel drive yet?
No, not yet.
Well, you were the one yesterday making the comments that we need another snow. And
Oh, how great would that be?
no, great is
Just
not
one more
great is not a
snow.
word that I would use to describe this.
I think there's a lot of people watching and listening online that will side with me and say, hey, just one time, one day of awesome snow, and then let's get into springtime,
We had it. We had a whole
We had
week
it.
of it. It
Yeah.
started with ice.
We had a week and a half.
Yeah, like you
I
got
know,
a week and a
extra.
half.
Just one
Yeah.
more.
No.
No.
No. Yeah, no. No.
No.
In fact, when we look at the weather, today a
cat's
high of
back.
60 degrees.
I know. The cat is back. I thought the cat was away.
A high of 60 degrees today. That rain throughout the day continues, I think, till around lunchtime. Low around 43 tonight. Tomorrow, scattered showers. A little bit chillier with a high around 57 and a low of 44. Looking at the week, Tuesday looks to be very nice. A high around 68. Slight chance of rain. Looks like rainy Monday, 56. But again, late next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look kind of cruddy next week, especially next Friday. A high of only 49. That is
love
going.
that.
That is going in the wrong direction. It needs to keep going. We need more like Tuesday, 68.
I like that
Coming
low
up.
of 31 next Saturday night.
You wear
No.
Crocs. You can't wear Crocs.
I wear
in
Crocs
weather
and
like
shorts
that.
when it snows to take out the trash.
Oh my
that
gosh.
doesn't bother me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
We didn't vet
We
you
don't-
well enough
we-
before we gave you a microphone.
We don't have enough time to dive deeper into this because
This is not the place to
I
start.
get to say
anymore.
whatever I want. I am unpaid.
This is so
Okay.
true.
Part of the deal.
Oh my.
Oh. What words do we have to say? President Biden last night had his first primetime address, and he pledged to make all adults eligible for vaccines by May 1st and raise the prospect of independence from this virus by 4th of July. He predicted Americans could safely gather in at least small groups for the July 4th to make this Independence Day truly special. But he also cautioned that this was a goal, and attaining it depends on people's cooperation in following public health guidelines and rolling up their arms to get vaccinated as soon as possible. The bill that he signed into law yesterday, which was a day earlier than he was supposed to, most noticeable to many Americans are, again, that $1,400 direct payments and extending $300 weekly emergency unemployment benefits into September. In his address, Biden said that vaccine supplies continue to increase. He will direct states and territories to make all adults eligible for vaccination by May the 1st. The U.S. is expecting to have enough doses for those 255 million adults by the end of that month, but the process of actually administering those doses will take time. Biden announced an expansion of other efforts to speed vaccinations, including deploying an additional 4,000 active duty troops to support vaccination efforts and allowing more people, such as medical students, vets, and dentists, to deliver shots. He's also directing more doses towards some 950 community health centers and up to 20,000 retail pharmacies to make it easier for people to get vaccinated closer to their home. It doesn't. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that a vet could do this, but it just does it seem a little.
Are we overflowing the lines that we
It
need
just seems
vets
a little
getting
weird.
in on
It
the
just seems a
vaccination
little weird. Like,
process?
where are you headed? I'm headed to the vet. Oh, you don't have a dog though. Oh, I'm just getting my shot.
Yeah, it's for me.
Cats seem to kind of be taking over the opening segment. But that's kind of weird, isn't it?
I mean, medical students, that makes sense. I mean, at least if you
Sure.
need to, you could go to
Sure.
down to
Yep.
Western
Yep.
or something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Dentists. I mean, I guess they give you the shot. I mean, I've had the shot in the
But our hospitals, the ones that I've been exposed to are doing such a good job of doing just a ton of shots every day, and it's like a well-oiled machine. Like I'd be surprised if we had to reach out.
I don't know
to
that
level.
locally
Yeah.
we'd have to get to that. There probably are some areas that might be a legitimate thing, in some of these
Maybe.
bigger cities. That's
true.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But I read that and I was like, I don't know that my
Yeah.
COVID shot to the vet. But I mean, I don't know how different we are than a cat, right?
I mean, but my thing is, we don't have enough vaccine on hand that we have so many people in line that they're standing in line for an entire day to be turned away.
Right.
Like it's coming in so slowly that
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm
On-
not the president.
On Thursday, Governor Andy Beshear reported 1,211 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed in Kentucky over the previous 24 hours. That increases the state's count to 414,037 deaths, raising the death toll to 48,084. That's 92 deaths over the last 3 days. Positivity rate did rise just a hair. It was 3.93% yesterday, 3.95%. Or it was 3.93 Wednesday, 3.95 on Thursday. Hospitalizations fell by 1. Victims on ventilators remained at 75, and ICU patients dropped by 2 as well. And health officials said that more than 910,000 Kentuckians have received at least one COVID vaccine, an increase of about 29,000 since Tuesday.
Can you go back and read the death total?
4,884.
Okay.
Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay.
It's Friday. It's been a long week. Yeah, I didn't say 48,000. Yeah, no, I think I did say 48,000.
This morning? Have I
4,800.
been confused all this time?
4,884 deaths in the state of Kentucky.
I was like, wow,
which is 1.2%.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
it's just
very
that's
good.
called it's Friday.
Yeah, I
and,
get it. I totally understand.
Yeah, it's a long week.
I said crude oil was $2 million a barrel this morning when it's $2
Well, I
a
had-
barrel of oil. So, you know,
I remember
a couple zeros.
it'll be one of
Okay, guys.
my favorite ones that I had that I said that I misspoke that they were changing the cross country races to a 25,000 kilometer race
yeah, well, you know,
instead of which
You've misspoken several times on this show, Sam.
You know,
and
there's a reason why I'm
community-
not the full-time host.
No, well, I mean, you struggle with
one
Mexican
more on
food
that side,
Yeah.
with
you know,
Mexican food.
terms a lot as well.
Actually, he's the most fluent in Spanish we have in the business.
Well, that's awkward then.
It is. It is.
So, did you not want to talk about fajitas?
Oh, hey, I'm game if you are. When the cat's away.
More locally, 9 new cases in Grayson County since Tuesday. That does move the COVID-19 counts to over 2,000. For Grayson County, no new deaths were reported. The death toll is at 52, and 96.2% of Grayson County residents have recovered from the virus. There were only 23 active cases in the county, which is down 5 since Tuesday, the fewest number in several months. So
Awesome.
needs to keep going in that
That's
direction.
right.
Talked to Jenny
It's a good
Cummings
thing.
this morning, and she said that they were able to administer over 420 vaccines yesterday. That's a big number for
That's
Grayson
good.
County.
That's
and,
good.
And that was just with the health department. So the hospital was vaccinating.
Midway Pharmacy. I don't know if Midway was doing it as well.
Yeah, but lots of our pharmacies were vaccinating, so it's good news.
If you're wanting a vaccination, as of March 15th, the Kentucky COVID-19 vaccination eligibility phase is 1C, but they're expanding 1C to include all persons 16 or older with any medical or behavioral health condition or conditions that the CDC reports are or might be at increased risk of severe COVID-19 illness. In addition, visitation at nursing home is also being expanded. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services approved a proposal for about $6.7 million to be used for a smart entry screening system at Medicare-certified nursing homes. Kentucky will be the first to implement the contactless devices and vaccine tracking intended to help reduce the spread of COVID-19 and other diseases. The sensors will be placed at key points of entry to safeguard the 22,450 residents living in these facilities. I think that's it. I kind of want to see one of these machines work. I want to know how it does. It just seems very interesting to me. Yesterday morning, Judge Kevin Henderson announced a big moving forward plan as fiber optics internet will be becoming more spread out to most of Grayson County, as they expect for Grayson County members for service could be by the end of the third quarter in 2021. So that is coming really quick.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's coming in the
exciting.
fall. Plans for expansion in Edmonson County will be announced as soon as they are developed. So what you need to do is you need to go to fiberforgrayson.com, and if you put in your website, that's the website address. If you put in your address, they will be able to tell you whether you're eligible, and then they will be able to contact you. So this is through a partnership with Warren RECC and NCTC. So I know a lot of people are very excited about this because especially with telehealth becoming more important, with at-home learning, NTI and such, because I don't know that NTI will go away in some instances. I think you're going to have snow days. There will be some snow days where it'll be like, you know what, just stay home and do virtual learning.
Yeah.
And this can help with that drastically.
This also helps us with workforce development.
100%,
We
yes.
can recruit businesses here, large facilities and manufacturing facilities that before snubbed their nose because they didn't have the internet speed that they needed to run their facilities. So this is a big deal for Grayson County, not just for convenience for families.
Yeah, it also really helps families gather together and watch funny videos on YouTube because that's an important part of
it is.
Lightning
Family
lightning
development.
fast.
Yes.
Family development,
Thank you.
YouTube and high speed. Yes.
Yesterday, the bill that could make it a crime to taunt police officers passed the state Senate on Thursday. It passed 22-11 and now awaits House input. Under the legislation, anyone who accosts, insults, taunts, or challenges a law enforcement officer with offensive words or by gestures or other physical contact that would have a direct tendency to provoke a violent response would be guilty of a misdemeanor and face up to 90 days in jails and fines. Several Republican senators who voted against the bill shared concerns that some parts of it would violate First Amendment rights and strain the judicial system. Nevertheless, they signaled support for the bill if some parts of it were amended in the House. Our business and the First Amendment is what we are built on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that
I don't like it.
No, and I think for one, it leads me to the question, and I don't know how you can prove. How can you prove what an insult is? And that's just the question that I have, and I think that it violates the First Amendment, and I don't know how. If this does pass, I think it'll get struck down in the courts because I think it's a direct violation of the First Amendment. And if it doesn't, I think anyone that gets charged with this would have a case in saying, well, it's my First Amendment right to say that. I don't know. I just think it opens up Pandora's box.
I've already given my thoughts on it. If you weren't there when I said it, I'll say it again to reiterate what Sam said. Here's the thing. We already have harassment communication in place. We already have that you can't threaten a police officer in place with other laws. So for me, this is just encroaching on that First Amendment right. And I'm a little bit shocked that we had such support for it. For me, I always go back biblically and the Constitution between those two things. And does this law violate the moral law of God and the Constitution that we have in place for this country? And for me, this violates the First Amendment right. So I am a supporter of the blue. I back the blue. I'm a supporter of our police officers. I'm not a supporter of those that do bad things. We need to have, here's the thing, they should have spent their time finding laws on how do you find the bad seed and get rid of the bad apple in the police force instead of this.
I just think it opens up it's a dangerous precedent, I think.
Yeah, it is too.
Dennis, I know you have a busy day over these next couple of days, right? Headed to
That's
Louisville.
right.
The Grayson County Middle School archery team will be shooting at state is it today in
Today, the
Louisville
middle
at
school team
2:30
today.
p.m. right Central Time. While the high school team will be shooting at state tomorrow at 11:15. Both at the
Expo Center.
the fairgrounds? Yes. As the archery team is 3 seniors, Sierra Gray, Micah McDavid, and Tyler Woosley. I know Micah just signed Wednesday to do archery at the University of the Cumberlands, which is a huge congratulations to her.
Yeah.
So
Kudos
exciting.
to both of these crews. The middle school team, this is actually their first competition all year due to COVID.
Wow.
And
It's exciting.
So you're starting at state.
So Trey's like, what do we do again? Oh, it's no big deal. It's just state. But then Alex and the high school team tomorrow at state, their state got canceled last year due to COVID. So they haven't been in a couple of years till they qualified. So everybody's excited for a big weekend.
And I
This'll
know
be fun.
Tyler Woosley is he's rated as one of the top
yeah.
10 or so right in the state based on highest score so far this year. Am I right
Yeah,
in
for high
saying
school
that?
boys, seniors, he's
So.
like the highest every time. Like he's an amazing shooter.
So good luck to the teams, and let's bring home a couple state championships.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I
Let's
love
do
it.
it. Yesterday, okay, do we want positive basketball news or negative basketball news first as
How
we
about
wrap
no
up the
basketball
segment?
news, but
Dennis, positive or negative basketball news? Negative first.
Negative.
Kentucky. How about that? Do we just leave
Okay,
it
what's
there?
positive?
Western Kentucky.
there you
They
go.
won. Yes, they won yesterday.
Oh,
They
okay.
played today at 11 a.m. against UAB. So they'll try to advance to the Conference USA Championship game. So they're in the semifinals. Kentucky, they had their chance.
They did.
Dante Allen
Literally,
shot
they
just
had their shot.
Yeah, and it missed. And
Did Louisville lose as well?
they did.
Are they out of the tournament, you think?
Oh, gosh, it's so hard to tell because there was one more team that had to drop out of the tournament today. Virginia had to drop out because of COVID. So I don't know that with all of these, it's so hard to
will they put
be
them
able to
back
tell.
in? Like
Probably
if
not
you lose
because
enough
you
teams
can't.
because of COVID, will they go back and pick up some losers and say we've got to have a tournament, so
don't
let's
know
put them
how
back
that'll
in?
work.
How does that
it's-
work?
They have a plan.
So they have a chance, is what you're saying?
The high school team is ready. Their bags are
Yes.
packed,
Junior
and they're
bro.
just looking at
yeah,
the
no,
phone.
Yes.
they're ready. And, So who knows? Grayson County Cougars, get ready. You might be headed to Indy next week.
Yeah,
we're on the
ready,
we're on
Mr.
the troop.
Spirit.
Let's
Get
do it.
ready.
Let's
Would
do
you
it.
love that?
Oh, it'd be perfect. I'd be ready. We got to get to a break. We'll come back with a little bit more here on In the Know.
I believe you. 3 words that victims of sexual violence need to hear. Silverleaf provides free and confidential services to survivors of sexual violence, including a 24-hour crisis line and therapy. At Silverleaf, our goal is to eradicate sexual violence, but until that happens, we are here for all survivors. We believe you. Find us on the web at silverleafky.org or call 211 and ask to speak to Silverleaf. We believe you.
Beehive Homes of Grayson County is the gold standard of care in assisted living. In fact, it's the next best place to home because at Beehive Homes, our residents are more than a part of a community. They're part of the family. Beehive Homes is celebrating 10 years in Litchfield and have enjoyed so many wonderful memories with members of our Beehive family. John and Mary Nell Bovier hope you'll look them up to get to know them better or call for more information. Beehive Homes of Grayson County.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages, incentive pay, benefits at 90 days, and a discount stock program offering after 6 months. Applications for production trainees are available in the front lobby with a convenient drop box. So stop by the office at 435 at Embry Drive and start your path to a career with Leggett & Platt. We need 30 new trainees immediately. So join the team where our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
Are you stuck inside but still looking for bargains on new and secondhand goods? Try HighBid.com, the online auction site for just about anything. HighBid.com offers a safe and easy way to find hundreds of thousands of items for sale every day, from rare coins to fine jewelry, tools to vintage toys, and classic cars to real estate. HighBid.com has it all. HighBid.com makes it easy to find what you're looking for, and the site is simple to use. HighBid.com, that's HiBid.com, and start discovering great deals today.
A new bill aims to make high-speed internet more accessible everywhere in the United States. In the proposed Accessible Affordable Internet for All Act, 80 of the $94 billion proposed dollars will be spent on deploying broadband infrastructure nationwide while prioritizing unserved and underserved rural, suburban, and urban areas. Google is launching a new feature that allows you to upload photos of an establishment in Maps. It'll enable you to leave photos of a place with a short text description without having to leave reviews or a star rating. You can see photos in the Updates tab when you look up a place in Maps. To contribute, tap the Upload a Photo Update button in the same tab. Bumble is out with a new feature, Night In, that lets you play games on a virtual date. Bumble, as you know, is the dating site in which only female users can make the first contact with a matched male user. Virtual date can be scheduled ahead of time between 6 p.m. and midnight. Bumble is hoping that playing a game will act as a nice icebreaker on an awkward virtual date. Tech Report, Larry Olson, NBC.
New Cupid, January 2nd, 2007. Time for a change. New Cupid. King of Swing Out, baby.
Today is World Against Cyber Censorship Day.
Yes, finally.
Right? It is Alfred Hitchcock Day.
Birds.
Hitchcock fan?
No, birds. Don't like birds at all.
They freak you out? Is it because of Alfred Hitchcock?
Well, it's part of it. But I got chased by a peacock at a zoo one time in Chattanooga.
Shut up. Tell me there's footage of this.
Well, and then also at the National Aviary, there was a large bird that almost attacked the top of my head.
Oh, footage, please.
There's picture evidence of this.
Okay.
Sarah?
Sarah,
Please send.
message it to Sam.
Yes. We will need this for next time you're here.
Ooh.
It is Girl Scout Day. We'll have a little bit more on that a little later on in the show. It is Plant a Flower Day. And it is Baked Scallops Day today.
I'm good.
Tomorrow is Good Samaritan Day, Donald Duck Day, Earmuffs Day. It is Ken Day tomorrow.
Ken Doll or Ken Howlett?
Ken Doll.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
no,
okay. All right.
Ken
all
Howlett
right.
Day is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Ken Doll?
Okay.
Sunday is Daylight Savings Times, and it is International Ask a Question Day, along with Pie Day and Potato Chip Day on Sunday.
I hope that's not pie like math, like pie like
yeah.
apple.
Yeah, because 3.14. It's March the 14th.
I need it to be like apple.
Well, I mean,
that's
that's how you
how we-
celebrate. That's how
yeah.
you celebrate. Yes.
Okay. All right.
We have 3.14 pieces of pie
Very
per,
good, Dennis.
per person.
Very good. I like the math you do at
Stick
your
with,
house.
stick with me, girl.
Yes.
Misty, are you ready? We got to. I mean, Dennis, you're more than willing to join in on this. We can get your opinion, but
Oh, I'll just sit over here and be quiet.
yeah, see that chair over there in the
Glad
corner?
I came in today.
But I always like to ask these questions, and this comes from Reddit. And the category in Reddit is, "Am I the mean person?" We'll put it.
Okay.
That's
right.
probably not the, or am I in the wrong? And we've got two categories today. Dennis, feel free to chime
He's
in if
the
you would
pastor.
like to.
No, I'm
Yes,
fine. I'll just sit here.
He's the one that brings the moral
So-
law of God.
This comes from
Oh, no.
Redditor Euphoric Parsley.
Okay.
She says that she's getting ready to have her first child with her husband. So her husband is 38, she is 33, and they've been
Okay.
having trying to have a child for 3 years.
Wow.
He knew going into this what type of birth I wanted. It was their first baby together, but not the first in their family, and
Okay.
that she wanted a more natural approach with a
Okay.
water birth, midwife, etc. She mentioned to him how excited she was to be able to contact a clinic that she found that can do this. And now he has an attitude about how he doesn't have a say in the birthing plan. He would much rather her have the baby in a hospital where he believes it might be a little bit safer. The two can't seem to get on the same page, and she feels like she has already given in enough since it's her body, so it should be her choice. She said, "We can start talking about when it comes to parenting, but no, you don't get a say in the birthing plan." I told him I don't have any say in how he treats his body, eats, exercises or not, etc. This is no different.
So you're wanting my opinion on what she says. You better pull that back around.
So I
You're gonna have
guess
this
so
easy.
here's my question is, should he have a say in this, or is it up to her?
No, absolutely. He is the father of this child, and if he has concerns, she needs to be able to sit down and talk to him and hear his concerns without shutting him out with an excuse. It's my body, and I get to do whatever I want.
So
he is.
one response in your realm says, give your husband some grace. Yes, you are the one who carries and gives birth to this child, but you are both going to be parents. You are the woman he loves. You both have invested a lot of time trying for another child, and now you are telling him to sit on the bench. Dennis, are you in agreement with Misty?
Yeah, 100%. Because if you're going to take that argument, then you have to hold that argument for the rest of that child's life. Because, I mean, then you will be in charge of every decision ever.
And now this next one really interested me. So this is, yesterday we had a Bridezilla, and this necessarily isn't a Bridezilla, but, well, it could be. So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
At her, I guess this was her, where is it right here? It was her her dinner. What's it called before her practice dinner? What is it
rehearsal
called?
dinner?
Rehearsal
Rehearsal
dinner. Thank you.
dinner, yes.
Thank you. Her favorite food is lemon chicken and lemon cake. She was aware that not all guests would like that, but she felt that it was her day. The less food options we had, the cheaper it was. For the average guest, I figured that they could just live with it. But her mother-in-law hates lemon. She can't even put it in her mouth without gagging. And her mother-in-law is a little difficult, and maybe her father-in-law is even more difficult. So she was trying to think of something that her mother-in-law, would eat that would be cheap and easy. So the bride said that she knew that the buffalo chicken cheesesteak at a sub shop is her favorite fast food meal, and she also bought her a box of M&Ms for her. She did give me a weird look, but she ate it. Also, she had it delivered, so it wasn't soggy. The father-in-law was furious. He said that I'm selfish and disrespected him and his wife. He went on a rant about how tacky it was to have a wedding and not take the family into consideration, and that I wasted his money. So when getting deeper and deeper into this, mother-in-law and father-in-law are the ones that are paying for the wedding. So they are upset. Father-in-law is demanding an apology, and his quote-unquote golden child isn't speaking to me. Their other child is on my side, and mother-in-law said she isn't going to cause drama, but she does think it was disrespectful to give her the sub that she enjoys. It's her favorite fast food. So someone responded to it saying it's her favorite fast food meal, which is different from her favorite food. I prefer McDonald's over other restaurants, but would be pretty surprised to have a Big Mac and some candy served to me at my child's formal wedding that I paid for. So I guess the question is the bride in the wrong for giving the sub, knowing mother-in-law wasn't going to like the meal that was being prepared?
Mm-hmm. I think you have to communicate, people. You have to sit down and say, hey, this is the meal that we've chosen. You are paying for this. We're trying to be conservative with your dollars and only serve one meal. I know that you hate this. My idea is to bring your favorite meal to you fresh. How do you feel about that? And I don't think you ever need to surprise somebody at a wedding in a family. We know that there is the stigma of mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws don't get along. So I think there's a lack of communication. At the end of the day, this is her wedding. This is her vision.
Does it matter that they paid for it?
You agreed? No. You agreed to pay for it. You're paying for her vision, and you're going to take whatever it is, and you have to back away from that. That's the gift. If it's not a gift, then you are controlling. So you need to decide what you're doing. Are you giving the gift of a marriage? Are you controlling a marriage or a wedding?
Dennis, do you agree?
I kind of agree. I think that if, as a bride and groom, you have a wedding rehearsal there. Yes, it's the groom's side of the family that traditionally purchases that meal and does that sort of thing. So I go a different way. I say if you cannot provide something that is standard meal or a choice of a couple standard meals, and then pick one that's going to be good for everybody, for the majority, but then you and the groom get your favorite brought in and make it special for you two.
Yeah.
And also think about the 60 people that may be there at the rehearsal dinner.
Because I can tell you, I'm not a lemon lover. I wouldn't have been happy with that. I think when she went to something that was so
obscure.
Yeah.
Yes. That she knew. So she was being selfish in that this is what I want, and she wasn't thinking about everybody else. And I appreciate the fact that she was trying to curb the mother-in-law's frustration because she knew she would hate it.
That's true.
However, I think it came back to I'm being selfish in my vision and I'm not being inclusive in my vision
That's
as
the
well.
communication.
Yeah.
If you
have to
would have
communicate.
communicated, hey, I knew that this probably wouldn't work well, but I knew you loved this. I remembered that you said that you loved this, so I wanted you to have it.
Right.
Dennis, are you ready for your food update?
I'm ready, yes.
Do you want, I guess we have some, I don't know. We'll just start with the thing that I'm maybe the least thrilled about.
Okay, well, I know the viewers and the online watchers. They're excited now.
New plant-based filet mignon steaks mimic the texture of real meat and prices. Juicy Marbles claims its new plant-based filet mignon is ultra-tender and mimics the muscle texture and marbling of traditional steaks by aligning and layering fibers from the bottom up with all natural ingredients. Dennis, would you try it?
Did you say Juicy Marbles?
Yes.
You had me at Juicy Marbles.
That's the name of the company that is creating this.
Of course, I'm not trying it.
It'll only cost you $147.58 for 1.3 pounds of this.
No.
Wow.
No.
Right?
I want to try it just to see what they're bragging about, but I just...
How about donuts instead?
Please, thank you. I was fixing to turn the channel on the show I'm on.
Krispy Kreme has their new St. Patrick's Day donuts that they're coming out with. The Luck O' Donuts collection with 4 new donuts inspired by our favorite March holiday. That's a little bit better, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish that there was a little orange on there to represent like the red hair of the Lucky Charms guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Lucky,
nice.
yeah.
A little orange.
Just put a little wig under the hat.
A new poll says 80% of Americans say pepperoni belongs on pizza.
Yes.
And my question is to the 20%.
Where do you think it goes?
Yeah.
Or?
I'm going to say
What's
the
your
other
frustration?
20% is just cheese.
80% of respondents said that pepperoni goes with pizza like peanut butter does with jelly.
Here's the thing.
I agree.
The 20% are 15 years old and younger. Like you eat cheese pizza until you're 15.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This picture here that we have to show through as we're wrapping up this segment really quick. A
And what
Florida
is that
woman.
picture?
Oh, it's not necessarily the most attractive.
I would eat it.
pepperoni pizza.
I'll eat any kind of pizza.
Florida woman starts pig clothing company after her pet pig grows too big for dog outfits.
I need to meet her because good for you.
We should have a picture of this that'll pop up. Doreen Burke hit the idea after finding it impossible to source clothes for her gigantic pet piggy Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
You all know on Shop Local Litchfield that I'm always saying find the gap and then fill it.
Yes.
Whether that's in business or whether that's in needs for a community. Pigs need tutus too.
They do.
Yeah, we're all about being inclusive to all, right? We want everyone to feel, us
God
big and
created the
tall
pig.
people, we need clothes too. Okay? And this little piggy, she has to stay home because she doesn't have clothes.
She wanted to go to the market,
This little piggy
but she
wanted to
was
go to the
naked.
market.
Had no clothes.
And I need to talk to my good old long lost family member here.
Yeah.
Michael Gormley. I didn't know I had a cousin, Michael Gormley.
Hey, Mike.
How's he
Needed
doing?
to be compelled during the mugshot session following his arrest Saturday. He
Not
was
so good.
arrested on several misdemeanor charges, including assault and battery and making a false report to police.
Michael, what's happening, honey?
If you're listening to this and can't see this picture, Michael had to be restrained by 3, 4, 5 people. He's got his tongue sticking out. And to my long lost cousin that I didn't even know existed,
Which could be your uncle, but go on.
I don't know that we have that much
Brother.
connection.
Okay.
What are you doing, my man?
What?
See, I got this story because I saw the mugshot. I was like, oh, that's a great mugshot. And when I was
Yeah.
doing some further reading, I was
Yes.
like, what?
Why are we sharing a name?
Gormley? It's like, this name is not common. What are you doing?
Sun's out, tongue's
Michael,
out.
stop.
Right?
Stop.
What's he been eating?
That's my question. Like, obviously not the green donuts served
No.
at-
No,
That's-
I just
this is
I
amazing.
have many questions to my cousin, family member,
Can
and
we
I'm just
call
going
and
to
check
say,
on him?
do you want to go bail him out?
No, we just
That's
want to
very
talk to him.
fitting music to go out of this segment, by the way. I mean, the thematic.
Hot sacks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
criminal.
Because I got so many
Kenny G in a
questions.
mugshot.
Yeah.
Gotta get to a break. We'll have more here coming up after this.
Your new home could be just a click away. Visit thesicilianbank.com and apply for a mortgage loan in as little as 20 minutes. After you submit an application, one of their expert loan officers will give you a call to complete the process. Let the Sicilian Bank help you save time by applying online. The Sicilian Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 409707.
You may have been born to be wild, but you weren't born to be dead from a needless motorcycle crash. So when you're even just a little impaired, you do not get your motor running. You do not head out on the highway. What you do is get a ride from a sober friend, a taxi or rideshare service, or public transportation. Because you may be looking for adventure, but you're not looking for trouble. Please ride sober. Paid with funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Hello?
Honey, where are you?
Well, I'm checking out the chicks here at Rural King, Sweet Pea.
Excuse me? You want to run that by me again?
Well, I got so many cute chicks here to choose from.
Sir, do you want that now or when you're done shopping?
Oh, where's my coat?
Friends, Rural King has everything you need to raise chickens at the lowest prices guaranteed. Oh, honey bun, I'm sorry. I just got so excited about the Rural King Chick Days.
Well, don't forget the chicken feed.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh,
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky Farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Sponsored by the Kentucky Poultry Federation and the Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund.
If you're a student entering a community college or university, check this out. You can save money in college tuition by finishing your degree on time. Just earn 15 credit hours each semester or 30 a year. Do the math. The longer you stay, the more you pay for a college degree. Talk to your advisor and make a plan. Take 15 to finish on time. Get in, get out, Get going. Visit knowhowtogoky.org.
This message is sponsored by knowhowtogoky.org.
I'm talking today with Matt Jones of Kentucky Sports Radio, but the topic isn't Wildcats basketball. We're talking about the importance of taking the COVID-19 vaccine.
It is very important if we're going to be able to not only stay healthy, but to open up our state again and to return life back to normal, that people take the vaccine.
A lot of Kentuckians are skeptical, and you respect their opinions, but you trust those who develop the vaccine, right?
I understand it's new and people are concerned about it. This is something that the greatest scientific minds in the world have worked on.
As the voice of KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio, you talk to people all across Big Blue Nation and in every corner of the state. What's your message to them?
I would just say, especially for folks in small towns, you know someone who has died from this, or you know someone that has had a terrible incident from it. We need to get rid of it, not just for yourself, but for the community. We're never going to be able to open up and sort of move forward with this unless we get enough people with the vaccine. So I hope people will take it.
K105 Weather is brought to you by Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Twin Lakes weather. The band of rain that we've been dealing with this morning will push to the south through the afternoon. That means drier conditions this afternoon as we do our best to warm into the upper 50s for highs. Now keep in mind, we'll see some more scattered showers later on this evening into early tomorrow morning. From the Wake News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Shawana Andrews.
Did you know six-pack abs indicate nothing about your strength, your flexibility, your stamina, your speed, or your overall level of health? Yeah!
But by golly, you look better in a bikini, right?
Well,
How's your bikini fit?
Can I have that sheet of paper? I need to give that to my medical professionals.
And I think that's the segment, right? We just leave it there.
Wrap it up.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
Some quick headlines to bring you as we're running a little bit low on time. Netflix is cracking down on password sharing with a new streaming test, as they're going to make shared accounts a thing of the past. The company seems to be monitoring who is using accounts a little bit more closely. So that'll be coming possibly soon.
That's no fun.
Netflix is going to be releasing a documentary on the last ever Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon. It's going to come out on Monday.
That'll be
or nay?
great. Yes.
Big yes.
Yes.
AMC Theaters lost $4.6 billion in 2020. Prince William has responded to Meghan and Harry's Oprah interview saying, "We are not a racist family." He says he hasn't spoken to Harry yet, but he will.
I've still not watched the interview.
I have not either.
Nope.
Matthew McConaughey says that he might be running for governor in Texas.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Do you listen to him as a public speaker? I think you would enjoy him if you actually went into YouTube and listened to some of his speeches.
And then
I really don't care what celebrities say.
And then continuing just to go through this segment, because there's not a lot going on as far as segment. Warren Buffett becomes the sixth person to join the $100 billion club.
Good.
So
Yeah, I'm waiting my turn.
I don't know. Maybe soon.
Yeah.
We got to get to a break. We'll come back with a little bit more here on In the Know.
You're next.
A friend of mine once allowed me to hold a moon rock brought back by astronauts. He told me it was the most precious material on Earth, even more precious than diamonds. He was only partly right. Our most precious resource by far is our time. We can earn more money and save as much as we want. We can try to stay healthy and maybe even recover from a health problem, but we can't stop time. Once we've lost it, we can never get it back. There's only two things you can do with time: spend it or invest it. Think of time like currency. If you had a stack of $100 bills, you wouldn't toss them into a burning fireplace. You'd recognize their value and want to use them wisely. In a similar way, each new day is like having a bag full of seconds, minutes, and hours dropped into your life. Every moment is valuable, irreplaceable, and meant to be spent wisely, not squandered. The second thing you can do with time is invest it. You're investing your time when you spend it in relationship with your children, with your spouse, or with a friend. You're investing your time when you create memories, when you pursue your education or career, or when you carve time out of a busy schedule for some much-needed rest. Time is by far your most precious resource, and it's always moving forward, with or without you. You can toss it into the fire, or you can invest it wisely. What will you do with the time you've been given? For more to help you thrive, visit FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
Beehive Homes of Grayson County is the gold standard of care in assisted living. In fact, it's the next best place to home because at Beehive Homes, our residents are more than a part of a community. They're part of the family. Beehive Homes is celebrating 10 years in Litchfield and have enjoyed so many wonderful memories with members of our Beehive family. John and Mary Nell Bovere hope you'll look them up to get to know them better or call for more information. Beehive Homes of Grayson County.
Hey everybody, Teresa Cook with Wilson & Muir Bank. Are you or someone you know getting ready to buy a new home this spring? With the Federal Home Loan Bank's Welcome Home Grant, we can help you get up to $7,500 towards that purchase. Funds are available now but won't last long. Call us today or visit us online at www.wilsonandmuirbank.com.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS 403246.
A crying baby is impossible to ignore, but a quiet baby can be easy to forget. Every year, dozens of children lose their lives because otherwise attentive adults forgot they were in the back seat. It only takes a moment for a car to heat up to dangerous levels, even on cooler days. So get in the habit of always looking in the back seat and use reminders to ensure baby is always with you. Where's baby? Look before you lock. Paid for by NHTSA.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
It's really good. Where did the pork come from?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Ragland family from LaRue County, Kentucky. We have farmed on Shady Rest Farm since 1925. We believe in what we produce, we feed it to our own family, and we're happy to share it with your family. Whether it's at your local market or your favorite restaurant, we provide the best quality pork for our consumers. Kentucky Farm Families, feeding Kentucky,
feeding the world.
Sponsored by the Kentucky Pork Producers and the Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund.
Bless my heart, bless my soul. Didn't think I'd make it to 22 years old. There must be someone up above.
My point to ponder for today. It's been the question that everyone has been dying to know since yesterday's show.
Yeah.
Did Dennis do his homework and find out what happened to Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's up with Eddie?
First off, Norman was here yesterday, right?
Yes.
Great job, Norman, Mr. Sheriff, sir. And Christy was watching. I was working, hard at work.
Were you?
And she said, you have homework. And I said, if you don't care to handle that, so let me call Christy really quick and see what she's got.
About Eddie? Yeah, because, I mean, we are very curious to see as to what, I think our listeners have been dying to know since last night about what happened to Eddie. I don't either. He was having back surgery when in fact I think
somebody
I even
that
have my
went.
notes.
Maggie went to Oxford and Eddie was. Oh, he couldn't have his back surgery. That was the problem.
Yeah,
I thought he had an RV and he went to his
That's cousin.
daughter-in-law's house.
That's the cousin Eddie.
that's
There's-
cousin
There is
Eddie,
a very big difference.
which my daughter is named after.
Oh.
Fun fact. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm
middle name's
scrolling
Quaid.
through here my
that's
list
nice.
here to
Yeah.
see if I can't find
Randy Quaid.
can't find the we need this information. This is important information that we need.
I wasn't watching.
So you didn't find out. Here it is. Found it.
There it is.
Yeah. Eddie's back surgery was canceled. Maggie was returning home from Oxford. Rome's movie was in jeopardy, and Boston is going into lockdown. We needed to know this information.
What's the name of the show?
A Million Little Things.
Can I have that in a sentence?
So I guess the answer is no, Dennis. You did not do your homework.
Nah.
I'm sure. Is that the first time you've ever heard that?
I don't have ABC. Actually, I was a great student, teacher's pet.
Where are you now?
I remember in 6th grade. I went
If your
to my-
mom's watching, will she confirm this?
Oh, yeah. Everybody will in my class that they're watching.
So I guess my second point to ponder could be, what's going on at First Baptist Church that we need to know about.
Hey, we're gearing up for an exciting Easter season. Like, we're anticipating Resurrection Easter Sunday coming, and we also have a big Easter event, Easter experience that we're doing. It's not our traditional egg hunt, but we are doing an event at Grayson County High School around the track. Will be social distance spots around the track, and families can come in and have space in between each booth area, and we'll go through the whole story of Easter, and the kids will get things at each station. So
fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Idea.
Go to First Baptist Litchfield's Facebook page for more information on that.
So when is that?
That is the Saturday before Easter. So the time,
that's coming up quick then.
The time and the dates and the location, all the information is on our Facebook page. So go and check that out now and make plans to be a part of that.
And I'm sure you'll be able to bring us some more information too in the coming weeks.
Yeah, as we get closer, I'll share more and I'll send the image and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's really exciting. That's fun.
Yeah,
and that's
fun.
I mean, the first Saturday before Easter. I mean, heck, that's coming real quick.
Yeah, we wanted something for our community to be able to do. You know, doing that traditional egg hunt where everybody was all together in one tight spot, we knew it wasn't going to work. We weren't just going to say, let's not do anything. So this is a good thing for us to try.
Yeah.
On TV tonight, really nothing. I mean, there is nothing to bring you. So
Eddie's
Dennis,
even gone.
Spring training.
So that means, Dennis, you can go back and rewatch, find out what happened to Eddie.
Well, I'm going to be watching spring training.
Spring training.
So
tomorrow, Lifetime movie, A House on Fire. True story of brilliant Dr. Deborah Green, who had a picture-perfect life that takes a terrible turn, leaving her family and marriage in ruin.
Have you ever thought about doing the trailer voiceovers?
He does.
I do. Yeah, I'm the one that does it all. Yeah.
That's Sam.
Well, get better. Wow. Leaving their marriage.
Turn your mic off like that.
You muted a great voiceover there.
I think the people are okay with not
no
listening
comments
to that.
today online, by the way.
Vader,
Are we
right?
not on?
It is also Saturday night, the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards.
Double Dare. Is
Sunday
that still
night,
on?
the Grammys on CBS. Trevor Noah is hosting. I like Trevor Noah, but I don't think I'm going to be...
Are you a Grammys guy, being a music guy? No.
You mean you don't want to watch Cardi B, Billie Eilish, Post Malone, Taylor Swift, Miranda Lambert, and Maren Morris perform?
No.
And also on NBC... Is American Idol on NBC? I think that's a typo. Isn't it on ABC?
American Idol's on Fox, isn't it?
No, it's changed. I don't know. American Idol, the final auditions in L.A., San Diego, and California. I don't know.
Is the information not on your sheet?
Well,
all you got to do is read it.
It says NBC, but I don't think that's right. I don't think American Idol's on NBC because NBC has The Voice.
Simon Cowell's great on that, though, isn't he?
ABC.
Simon, I don't think, has been on American Idol in 15 years.
I think it is ABC. And
I think it's ABC's.
Yeah.
I think that's a
he's
typo.
on the British version now.
Is he?
Okay.
Yeah, of Britain's Got Talent or something like that.
Is he? I don't.
I'm a season behind, it sounds like.
Sounds like it, yeah. You still would... have you heard of this Carrie Underwood? Is that the series you're watching?
That's the last time you watched
She's going to win it.
Yes.
Good for you, Dennis.
She's
think you're
gonna
prophetic.
Win. Thank you.
Today's highlight in history for today. Girl Scouts were founded on this date in 1912.
Cool.
Thanks for your
Cookies
cookies.
to you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
They're more than just cookies, people. They're also brownies.
Thin Mints.
treasures.
Thin Mints, the best cookie that they can with peanut butter, as
Yes,
you would say.
as a grasshopper. It's so good.
Put them in the freezer. On this date in 1755, the first reported use of the steam engine was made. On this date in 1933, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt presented his first presidential address to the nation in what was later titled Fireside Chats. On this date in 1945, Anne Frank died at the age of 15. On this date in 1969, wedding bells rang in London for singer Paul McCartney and his new bride, photographer Linda Eastman. On this date in 1980, John Wayne Gacy was found guilty of the murders of 33 men and boys. Kind of that's
some
story.
weird transitions there, Sam.
On this date in 2003, this was 18 years ago today, Elizabeth Smart, the 15-year-old girl who had vanished, was found alive on this day.
Okay.
I've seen her movie.
Yeah, I've read into this. It's great. Like
It is.
I don't know.
How
Crazy
close
is the
she
right
was
word.
to her home all of that time.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation.
Horrible.
On this date in 2008, New York Governor Elliot Spitzer resigned over revelations of his links to a high-priced prostitution ring. Something in that New York governor, they get themselves into a little bit of trouble. On this date in 2011, an explosion at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power station was caused. That we talked about the tsunami yesterday, 10 years ago today. On this date, 3 years ago today, Republicans on the House Intelligence Committee said that there was no collusion in the presidential campaign and Russia. I feel like you got to no collusion, none whatsoever. I feel like you can't say that without the hand gestures. On this date, 2 years ago today, prosecutors charged Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, if I can say that, 2 years ago today.
Aunt Becky,
yep. And obviously a lot of COVID stuff that Mark says we're not talking about for Highlight in History. But yesterday I had to mention it because it was the anniversary of pandemic.
Yeah.
Birthdays. Gone but not forgotten. Edgar Diddle, E.A. Diddle, who's named for WKU's arena, was born on this date in 1895. He won 759 games at WKU. Wow. Jack Kerouac, is that how you say it? The author of, what did he write? On the Road.
Oh, yeah.
1922. Our author expert isn't here today. Christy usually is the one that would be able to correct me on that. Birthdays turning 75, Liza Minnelli. Turning 74, Mitt Romney.
Liza Minnelli's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's 75 years old today.
Okay.
Turning 73 is James Taylor.
Oh, wow.
Turning 59, I can do a baseball reference here since you're here with me, Dennis.
Thank you.
Darryl Strawberry.
Nice.
Turns 59 today. Turning 53 is Aaron Eckhart, who you may know as Harvey Dent or Two-Face in The Dark Knight.
Oh, in The Dark Knight. Okay, gotcha, yeah.
I was going to say, I was like, I don't know that name, and it said he's in The Dark Knight, and I was like, okay, I got to look you up. And I was like, oh, I know you. And turning 52 today is Jake Tapper from CNN. Those are your birthdays. How about a chart topper or two?
Oh, yeah. I know everybody online loves this time.
Oh, it is. Misty, I decided to be nice today, and I skipped 1947 for you. So instead, we're going to start with 1956.
Okay. What? Did you want the 47 tune?
I love the earlier ones.
Do you?
Do you? Well, this one is 1956, so maybe you'll be able to.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get a little bit of joy out of this.
I'll try. Oh, yes.
Lisbon, Antigua. Nelson Riddle.
Muted trumpet right there.
Was number one on this date in 1956. I mean, isn't this like top 5 chart toppers ever played?
It's like a mashup between your choir and a jazz band.
So is that now?
Somebody's on a syncopated beat.
Why don't we take it down?
Not a fan?
Can you share that link with me?
So should we jump up to 1965 instead?
Let's try it
You're saying
again.
about my choir. Don't worry about my choir now.
Maybe.
Go back to the other one.
Well, apparently our chart top machine. Did you feed it this morning?
No.
No.
Yeah.
On a cloudy day. My girl. The Temptations. Yeah, right. You gotta love this, right?
Yes.
The Temptations.
Oh, you have to.
You have to. It's like an American law, isn't it? How about 1983? We'll skip the 70s, and we'll jump right into the 80s. Just for you, Misty. You prefer the 80s, am I right on
Come
that?
on, Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah.
Right?
Flock of Seagulls?
Come
I don't
on,
know that
Michael
we're gonna-
Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, you're spoiling here.
Janet. I'll even take a Janet.
Billie Jean. Michael Jackson
Spoiled
was
it.
number one on this date in 1983.
I'm not a good lip syncer like somebody to my left.
Can we even like mute it and just have you just sing it just like that and keep it going?
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee she could.
Oh, I was gonna say you
She's
probably
done
could.
it before. She'll do it again.
1992 is next.
No Mariah Carey. No Mariah Carey. No
Please, Mariah Carey. Please, Mariah Carey.
I'm gonna make you dance. Like you have to dance if I lip sync.
Please, Visions of Love. Or Boys to Men.
Mr. Big was number one with To Be With You.
That's a big
on
song.
this date in 1992.
That's a big song.
I see what you're doing there.
It's a big song.
I mean, this is a good song.
Here we go.
We got to hit the chorus there a little bit. Yeah, you got to like, don't you have to hit one of these?
This is good. Don't even go to another
Fantastic.
song. Okay.
No, we got to jump up to 2001.
Do we have to?
20 years ago.
Please no
20
Backstreet
years
Boys.
ago today.
It's in the
Please no
playbook.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Madonna was no.
Not a favorite song, but a favorite band.
Aerosmith was number 1 with Jaded.
Oh, okay.
Love Aerosmith, just not the song.
Not for you.
I could jam a little bit to Aerosmith.
Would you rather have me have played Madonna?
No.
Okay.
You made the right choice.
Dude Looks Like a Lady's fun song.
That's a good one. And maybe jumping up to 2010, 11 years ago today.
Oh boy.
Might have to be a little careful here.
Well, I'm a bee.
I mean, this is just a classic. The Black Eyed Peas were number 1 with I'm a Bee.
What is this?
This is called music, Dennis.
The record skipping. Let's turn this off.
Okay, I got to be a little careful here with Fergie. She
Get
sometimes
away from you.
she sometimes likes to slip one or two of
London
those
Bridge
in there.
will
Yeah,
come down.
yeah, no, gotta be a little careful
Be
there
very careful with Fergie.
with Fergie.
Tread lightly.
Okay, that was weird.
So you're not gonna be jamming out to a Black Eyed Peas concert anytime soon, Dennis?
I don't think so. I don't eat them either.
Really? No. I do want to, before we close out the show today, I do want to mention, I forgot to mention it a little earlier, and we're running short on time, but next week, I know we did a little bit on Twitter yesterday, the district basketball tournament will be happening, and we are going to have video stream of that this year. So the schools have voted, and they're actually going to allow us to do it this year. All games will be played at Whitesville Trinity High School, so we will have a video stream of those games.
Nice.
Monday, the girls will play Edmondson County at 7:45. That will be Tuesday. The boys will play Whitesville Trinity at 5:45. So it's girls against Edmondson on Monday, boys against Whitesville Trinity on Tuesday. And we're going to have video streams and coverage on K105 of both of those. We've recently not been allowed to do that, but because of attendance limitations, the schools have allowed us to do that. So we wanted to be sure to let everyone know that. You can watch those games. K105 Digital Productions, YouTube's the best option for that. You can stream it to your smart TV. Dennis, I know you watch every single game on your smart TV. You don't miss a minute, do you?
Spring training?
Oh, spring training. Well,
you do a great job. You're always doing something on there. So
we are.
Kudos
We're
to you
busy,
for working
but
all the time.
He does.
We're excited, and it's good that they're actually allowing us to do this. We have been on board wanting to do this, and they haven't. So kudos to the district for realizing that there is a need for this, especially this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where people can't go. Dennis, appreciate you
Thank you,
joining us
guys.
today.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes. And where can they join you on Sunday?
106 East Walnut at First Baptist in Litchfield, 10 a.m.
My pearl of wisdom to wrap us up for the week. If what you did yesterday seems big, you haven't done anything today. If what you did yesterday seems big, you haven't done anything today. That is my pearl of wisdom for today. That wraps us up for the week. We'll see you back here on Monday for another edition of the show. For Misty Thomas and for Dennis Cook, I'm Uncle Sam Gormley, and now you're in the know.
Powered by Heritage Media of Kentucky, WKHG Litchfield, Kentucky.